What's going on, guys? This is Joe from the Bearded Life team. Thank you for coming back to another special episode of the Chronicles of the Bearded Dad. Let's go ahead, roll the intro, and get into this. Thanks for coming back again, guys. Throughout our lives, we are influenced by many people who affect the way we grow up and what we turn out to be as we get older. Be that through their work ethic, their advice, the way we see them treat others, their generosity, their way of living life, whatever it might be. We're affected by so many in our lives that kind of mold us into the gentlemen we become as we get older, or women, my apologies. With Father's Day so close, though, I decided to kind of spend a little bit of time here with the Bearded Dad episode and just talk about some of the people in my life that affected me and made me the man I am today. So, most people in their lives will always point right to their father on Father's Day, right? I mean, that's what Father's Day is for. But see, to me, Father's Day means more than that. Now, don't get me wrong. I was extremely lucky to have the men I had in my life who taught me to be the man I am today. But Father's Day doesn't have to necessarily mean the man who is titled as your father. Father's Day can also just mean for any male influences in your life who have been there for you, taking care of you, and helped you get through things. For me, I was lucky. I was truly lucky. There were two men in my life who had such that kind of effect on me. My father, first and foremost, obviously, he was always trying to do the best for his family. Was he perfect? Absolutely not. I'm not perfect. I don't know anybody who is. But he always tried, and he was always trying to provide for his family, you know? And he had probably a line of corny dad jokes. Like, they were just, I think he just had them on load. Like, I think he just had them on, like, ready to go, and he could shoot them out in a second's notice. But he was always there. He was always trying to take care of us. He was always trying to do the best he could. Did he always do the right thing? I think he tried to, you know. Obviously, nobody's perfect in life, and we make mistakes. But I want him to know, because it's been over a year since we've lost him, but I hope he knows how much I love him and how much I respect the man he was and the things he did and tried to do for his family, and I'll never forget that. However, it wasn't just him. He was a huge part of my life, but there was another man. My grandfather, the man that became affectionately known to the whole world as Grandpa Jack, pretty much. Like, literally, every friend we had, every relative we had, he was Grandpa Jack to the entire world, really. He also kind of took that role on. Now, not because he had to or anything. It was just the kind of person he was. And he was always there. He took care of us. He went to everybody's games. He went to everybody's events. There was nothing you did that Grandpa Jack wasn't at. And when I was little, if I wanted something, all I really had to do was come home and kind of give my grandmother the sad look, and then she would turn to Grandpa Jack and say, hey, go get the kid what he wants. So he had to go through those things as well. My point being, guys, Father's Day isn't just about saying thank you to your father. Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. Absolutely. But you know what? 365 days a year, you should be doing that. And not just for fathers either. Mother's Day is the same thing. You should be thanking your mother 365 days a year for the things she does for you. Father's Day should also be a time to reflect back and look at all the people that have done so much for you in your life and deserve the recognition. Now, there's this twist that we have to deal with in life, right? As dads, where moms get the recognition and they deserve it. Again, I will never say a mother does not deserve the recognition. They deserve every ounce of it. I mean, on Mother's Day, you think about all the single moms out there, you know, working and taking care of their kids and everything else. And it's true. And it's an amazing thing. It really is. But on Father's Day, you don't hear those same things. And it's always like, why? You know, like, I understand. Don't get me wrong. There are dads out there who don't do the right thing, who don't raise their kids, who don't take care of their kids, who don't help their family. I understand that. But there are plenty of dads out there who do the right thing, be it as part of a family where they go to work, come home, take care of their kids, help clean the house, things like that, or be it as a single parent now, doing what they can to take care of their children, they do what they're supposed to do in life. And I don't think anybody should be out there throwing a ticker tape parade for us because that's what we're supposed to do. However, what bothers me is it's almost like the bad kid in class, if you will, right? So the bad kids in class always got tons of attention and all that stuff because they kind of needed it, right? You had to pay more attention to them. While the good kid in class kind of got forgotten about because you just expected him to do his work. You expected him to do this. You expected him to do that. So if the bad kid got like a 70 on a test, there was a ticker tape parade because nobody thought he was going to do this. The good kid goes and rallies off 5 tests, getting 100 each time. Nobody even pays attention anymore because they just expect him to do that. So it's kind of the same thing with dads. We're expected to do our job. We're expected to take care of kids, our responsibility. I'm sorry, job's a bad word. Our responsibility, take care of our families and our children. But the ones that don't do it are the ones who get all the recognition and all the attention. And that's always bothered me a little bit, Being a single dad who takes care of my daughter, it bothers me to think that the dads out there who aren't doing what they're supposed to do are the ones who get all the attention and all the recognition. And not in a positive way. I understand that. None of the recognition they get is positive. But you don't see a whole lot of talk on the news or in articles or even on Facebook groups and YouTube channels and such about the single dads who are doing the things they're supposed to do in life. I'm not entirely sure what the solution to any of that is either. I don't know if there is, other than being aware that for every 5 or 6 bad fathers out there or bad dads or bad men, that don't do what they're supposed to do, that don't raise their kids, know that there are tons of guys out there in this community, not just the beard community, in our entire world, that do what they're supposed to do, that take care of their children every day, that go to work, come home, spend time with the family, do all the things they're supposed to do. So I've been sitting here thinking about this, and I've been thinking about what to do with this video and how I was going to do it. And I could tell you guys what it's like being a single dad and all that, but that was kind of the Chronicles of the Bearded Dad is, right? And I had another video all set to go out, but apparently YouTube got mad about something. I'm still not sure what. And like an idiot, right after I uploaded it, I deleted the video. So I kind of lost all steam on that video. So this video is kind of turning into a little question, if you will. So like I said, there have been multiple men in my life who have affected the way I've turned out and who have kind of molded me into the person that I am. But my two, if I had to categorize it down, would be my father and my grandfather. They were the two biggest influences in my life. So here's my question to you guys, and I'd like you to answer it in the comments if you can. If nobody answers, I understand. It's cool. As we get closer to Father's Day and as we round the bend here, who are the men in your life that affected you, be it in a positive or negative way, right? Because you can take it either way. Listen, you can learn as much from somebody who teaches you something as from somebody who teaches you nothing. And here's what I mean by that. If you had a father who did nothing for you, who didn't take care of you, didn't work, didn't spend time with you, well, guess what he just taught you? When you grow up, it's time to, when you get a family, get a job, take care of them, spend time with your family, and enjoy being part of the family because he just taught you all the things not to do as a father. Maybe he didn't do it in the way you would hope he did it, but he still did it. It's there. And he's kind of showed you a blueprint of what not to do so you don't turn into him. Listen, I just want to know. I want to see those dad comments line up in this one. So talk to me about the dads who influenced your life. Talk to me about, it doesn't even have to be the dads, the uncles, the, brothers. I mean, maybe your big brother took care of you. I don't know. The grandfathers, anyone, the stepdads. I want to hear from all you guys in the comments. Tell me your dad stories. Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comments. I know this wasn't really the normal video, guys, but I just wanted to throw something out there for Father's Day, and I wanted to say to you guys, to all the dads in the community, happy Father's Day. I know I'm a couple of days early, but I'm not putting a video out on Father's Day. I'm going to be enjoying myself with my family. So happy Father's Day to you guys. And in the comments down here, please tell me the men who influenced your life the most. And If it was in a positive way, great. If it was in a negative way, but it taught you the right things to do in life by knowing what not to do what they did, tell me about it, man. I want to hear about it. Again, I hope you guys are staying safe out there. Have an amazing Father's Day if I don't talk to you before then. Stay safe and stay bearded.